Content warning: this game tackles sensitive themes and content including self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender dysphoria, depression, anxiety, nudity, sexual themes, crude language, and use of legal drugs. Keep that in mind. How are you? Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious, terrified. Eager to start. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? I believe we are fine, all is good. They didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. Yeah, they were kind of tense. It's only natural. They both wanted you on their side because they know how fundamental your talents are for this campaign. I'm sure they are terrified now that they know you're running against them. Oh, I don't know. They are way more prepared than me. They are just bothered about the nuisance. Yay, politics! You can't really be that naive. If we play our cards right, we are gonna sweep the polls. Maybe. Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents and interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election congress hasn't been decided yet, but we are against the clock as of now. Are we? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the Coven? You know, judgment, law, enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I knew about them, you can skip the explanation. I heard about them, but explain. Yeah, I know. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want me to start with? You choose. Alright, Dahlia then. Dahlia, not from Earth. Our home planet politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. He comes from the demonic desert lands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are primary form of organization even nowadays. I'm not saying you underestimate her, but we can expect her to not be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the Coven's duties and responsibilities, disturbing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. The program to achieve this is judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in community this compact we should have an accord for every member's input, regardless of the background or preparation. Enforcement, none whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. Forbidden arts allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we are too privileged to be messy with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Witch duties, magical tax. Have every member of the Coven share a percentage of the magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter Idleness remains so more witches can ascend, our Coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on the kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it, it's pretty cool. Expose her naive faith in good intention is ridiculous. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. Spotlight primitive societies on her. I don't want to undermine it. I'm fine making my own program, but I don't want to undermine others. Yeah, I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. That won't float. It's impenetrable you challenge your opponent's ideals to get ahead. Try again. What do you think is the best strategy to... Patricia! Point out the failure of communism on... Actually, no. I was thinking of something different. Expose her naivete. Faith in good intention is ridiculous. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the coven. Okay, now, let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma, the confidence she projects, she embodies the wind of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she is battle-ready, she is most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. Patrice bullying you into being me. She really is! She's like, you cannot be this doormat, god damn it, woman, grow a spine. And I'm like, no! I mean, all of this, she's pretty strong at. She is very battle ready. But I think... her determination, she's battle ready. Indeed, Dahlia is going to be hardest to throw off her game. Impossible to intimidate or overwhelm. She's likely to be forced us to be on defense rather than offense when dealing with her. We can't expect to beat her on those grounds, but we need to at least aim to match her determination to get a bite of her cake. It promises to be tough, but I believe in you. Alright, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? She's very impulsive, impatient and gets angry easily. Dahlia's very green on when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy. She's the least astute of the lost. What does astute mean? Having or showing shrewdness and discernment, especially with respect to one's own concerns. Critically discerning, sagacious, rude, subtle, crafty. This did not help. Okay, whatever. Making daggers is the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. No, that would be mean. I do feel she's very impulsive. Return to watch Cosmic Chaos and you bring greeting from Arska's stream. Heck yay! Belayed greetings back to Arska. She gets angry easily, I feel. She's very explosive. She's impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. He's about to stop, ain't gonna hop back. Okay, fair. Good. If we can provoke her during a debate, the Coven is sure to question her ability to rule. We should be on the lookout for opportunities to get her mad during the campaign. Is that really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become a next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. That's why I don't like them. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals, friends or not. I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. Make everyone mad, argue, fight, murder! Fight! I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever. I'll handle it. Shall we go over Jasmine now? Yeah, sure. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 18,000. That put her in cultural sweet spot for amazing the sympathies of the Coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary witches with our world wars, TV, internet and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. The politics are a liberal vision of Aidanas, removing the most tyrannical mechanism by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and fears of failure. The program to achieve this is... Oh no, Vilava is going to get a taste of politics. She will get power hungry and begin her conquest of the world! Which is good. You have still almost 2 decades before my kiddo conquest Finland, Canada and everything else between them. Okay, fair enough. I will be waiting, happily. Judgment will be performed by quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warning, she will be expelled from the Coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, Steve won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, for which duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the Coven's interest in mind and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties of any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the Coven to devour Aidan's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. Sure. Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? These lax policies will incentivize foreplay. These plans benefit a powerful and forsaken novices. Neuralism will fracture our community. Traditional Coven culture will vanish this setup. Either one of these two. I mean, both of these are very true. Lax policies will incentivize foreplay. These plans benefit a powerful and forsaken novices. We just live for quite a long time, right? They are basically immortal. Idona said that the only way for witch to die without being like killed is that if they stop to like want to live, they lose their will to live, and that's basically how she died. The 5 eldest get all the power. It means those 5 gain effective eternal power. I don't like Jasmine's program at all. Like, from those two, I am more on Dahlia's side. But it has faults. Yeah, these plans benefit the powerful and forsaken novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the Coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Let's use your privilege info on Jasmine. Because to change the rules, you need them to agree on it, and to get them to agree on it, you'd have to remove all 5. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She's actually intelligent and manipulative. Is she? I mean, I guess. She's a pillar of the community, her apparent innocence and frailty, her resourcefulness, her charming mother-like aura. It's these two. I mean, this probably too, but I think it's this one because she's so innocent and dainty. Nobody would like think of her supporting the strongest of the strong witches and how bad that can appear. Her apparent innocence and frail. Well, apparent, huh? I see where you're going with this. She has this quality that makes anyone want to protect and support her. Yeah, I can see how she could become a saint-like figure, an innocent martyr that is devoted to her Coven. Nothing but goodwill for her sisters. Let's follow Saint Jasmine. Something like that, yeah. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. Envy, her compassion, she's easy to intimidate. Vanity, she worries too much about appearances. She's very envious, that we did notice. And maybe that's why she wants the strongest to lead, because she wants to be one of them. Envy. Really? Yes, and she does poor job hiding it. We should come up with creative ways of triggering her envy then. This will come very handy to cloud her judgment. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for clean victory. Sorry, I'm dying. Focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Alright, now for the third candidate. What, there's more? Of course, no one told you. No, who is it? No one truly thinks he poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who it is already, come on. Cupressa, the historian witch. The eldest witch in her coven, she presents even Idana. Cupressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her 3 rings. I like her design so much. The thing is that she's always played by a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Cupressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia wants to take the coven, so for the first time she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Idana left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Idana's corpse as some sort of oracle to keep us using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for our coven. Wow, fuck Cupressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Cupressa personally and she's very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Idana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Cupressa has a special, mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she is sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Cupressa. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Cupressa and keep her in check, it'll also be fine though. Understood? Alright, are you ready to start defining our program? Do you want to take a break? Let's get this over. Alright. We go over every point, assess our opinions, make some choices, and then we have first draft we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Okay? First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form Quorum of the Eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Cupressa wants to keep Idana's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? Remember when we were just here to rule off the behemoth? When did it turn into political campaign program? Right? I still rule over him. Did you see? I got cockblocked. I got into a relationship and it's not with Abby. The game cockblocked me. I don't like the Quorum of the Eldest, that's for sure. Can you even get in a relationship with Abby? I don't know anything about this game. But now I lost the chance! I like the idea of the referendum, but if you have to ask opinions of everybody, I'm afraid that what if there is... Sometimes there are like good ideas, but people are afraid of change, and then like there's also like bad players, and then you won't have like... Or like let's imagine somebody very popular does something bad, and nobody wants to be against them because they are the popular one. But also I don't like to try to come up with a new. Maybe there's option to manage the coven? Something fair but effective? What do you have in mind? Have leadership that decides on everything without community's input is problematic, but leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize. How to pronounce what was the word even? What is this word? Oh my god. Compartmentalize. Maybe Greta and Abby would be fine with polycule. It is too talky. I should have clicked this site when I was thinking about polycule with Greta and... Reject all.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize. Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize. Okay. Polychain. That is true. I would be fine being in a police chain. Compartmentalize. Power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture, anything really. Set up as many ministries as necessary. Our ministers will work along with the leader, but they would have at least word in their respective competence, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably breed many power struggles within the Coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides, I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it's still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you'll run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this tyrannical relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So, having said that, what type of paper? My memory is just short, okay? I do like the ministry system. I'm very democratic about my things, and even if they gain favor with one of the minister, it's still only the opinion of the minister head, and I still would get the last say. Will have a capable leader? Sure, yes, definitely. And we will play mahjong to find out who is right. Let's go with the ministry system. Gotcha. Now the law enforcement. These are the stats of our competitions. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for amicable agreements supported by an arbiter office. Compressor wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? I'm gonna answer this just to see what she says. Careful, you've been practicing for a couple of weeks. Oh no. Fuck exile. Fuck exile. What type of law? Oh, okay. I don't like the amicable resolution. Sometimes it's just not possible. Some people just don't get along. You have to overthrow Mad Gwen with your wife. Good luck! I wanna hear what is the option Fortuna has. I have trouble feeling towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Oh my goodness! Hi Spirit Fern, welcome in! Constructive how? Send bad witches to detonation to do some magical studies. Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members of or God's forbid sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Hi, how are you? Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the Coven, helping explorers, whatever is needed really. We could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. Alright, what type of... This is my freaking earth brain really at work here. I like this as an idea, but also I like how it works on Earth. And I fear it will kind of go in the same direction, that some people are just punished to get easy workforce. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Then again, it would be our decisions, but I think this would leave room for corruption. A very abusive room for corruption, and I don't like that. Both of these are pretty okay in my books. I am a fan of warnings in general, because sometimes people don't know that they are misbehaving, or it might be genuinely a mistake. Decisions. Oh, the warning, respond amicable. D&D session ended and wanted to just pop up shortly. Got some use for your prime subs. Yeah! You're still running D&Ds? And you haven't told me? Maybe you did, and I said no back then because I was so freaking doing bad. Doing mentally very bad. I thought Finland disabled them being ages last time you've been on Twitch. Oh. I think amicable resolution, because then we can have the arbiters help us, I think. Dahlia's idea about believing in amicable resolution may seem naive, but what is there to police really if we already have the arbitrator's office? It's ideal and quite beautiful to trust in our sisters' ability to coexist. But the arbiter office only really covers the magical pact. Shouldn't we have way to mediate more mundane conflicts within the coven? The arbitrator's office won't interfere in issues like who has rights over a newly discovered domain or who should be responsible for a common project gone wrong. What do we do in those cases? I guess that Dahlia would leave that in the hands of a referendum. What is this game about? You are a witch who is capable of telling, like reading futures. You are, is it called fortune reader kind of thing, oracle? And you foresaw that your coven is going to be destroyed. The leader got mad, took your tarot cards, and exiled you for 1,000 years. After, was it actually 200? After 200 years of isolation, we got so desperate that we summoned a behemoth. And we want to fuck the behemoth. The game does not let us fuck the behemoth, and I'm very sad about it. Things happened, we are now able to have visitors, so we are not as alone anymore. So now we have very powerful deck, thanks to the behemoth, that we can make ourselves. And people are able to visit us. And the leader died. And now we are trying to decide, we are having politics of who becomes the new leader. And against my wishes, I am one of the candidates. We could do the same, but with proper organism, a Minister of Justice that deals with unresolvable conflicts on case-by-case basis. This is getting closer and more close and mortal society, but sure, that was supposed to work for millennia on Earth. Supposed. Anyway, what type of law? Because I don't know, is the expulsion really a good idea in the long run either? Yeah. Next is Forbidden Arts. There are stances of our competitions. Jasmine and Kupressa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic but enforce education so we all know what we are dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with Forbidden Arts? New option! There must be something middle ground between banning and free access. Some summoning or spell can save lives, they could even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with the careful application of some Forbidden Arts, so what about extending permits? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals, and if the Coven deems the applicable purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That is interesting compromise. You know more about Forbidden Arts than I do, so I'll go with whatever you think is the better. So there's a lot going on. And the game cock-blocked me. I suddenly have a girlfriend, and I did not have a single say about that. Yeah, I like the permit system. Wonderful. Now the mortal affairs. These are the stances of competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties, still believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Capressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance on mortal affairs? What is any option? What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration on our rivals' ideas would feel uninspired and derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming on strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally grey since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept. Truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need? That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burn poor innocent woman. What can they really do about real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. Okay, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What is your stance on mortal? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Mortals can't handle something that powerful. Like, it would... No. I think guidance. I like guidance. So far the Coven has been exploiting mortals under Idona's command. Maybe it's time we repay the service mortal societies have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle, although taking care of them entails many responsibilities, as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our Coven's momentum to charity. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose this option. I see. Yeah, I like it. Let's go with guiding mortals. Roger that. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the Coven's best interest in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax, have every witch share some of the magic output for common projects. Cupressa wants to keep Idona's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about it? What is the... There must be another way to make our Coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all of the years you've spent in this Coven, what would you say has helped bring your A-game the most? Demand, inspiration, sharing resources. Oh, I know. Mentorship. My mentor, Yuena, has been cornerstone in my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our Coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It'll help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches too. I like it. But this idea will be way better received among the novices than elders. Old witches won't be really getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be tough sell for those less charitable conservatives. Mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it'll get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what it'll mean for your lifestyle. I see. What are we going to do about witch duties? I mean, we helped the Biopamancer pretty well. I think it wasn't... Well, it's not a mentorship, we just helped them, I guess. I like it. I don't really understand these authors. I know the freedom and trust is... But let's go with mentorship. I think because the big problem there is that the novices don't really have any guidance really much. Yeah, I like that. Understood. And finally we have the issue of what to do with Idona's corpse. These are the stances for competitions. Jasmine wants to comment and devour her corpse. That way we will absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos. That way witches will be able to ascend and will become more numerous and diverse. Cupressa wants to converse Idona's corpse to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you want to do with Idona's? I want to... What is it? What if... Nah, that's too much. Spit it out. We are brainstorming here. One idea could lead to something interesting. What if only the leader gets to eat Idona all by herself? What if you hold Idona's power all to yourself, you're saying? Yes, become some sort of super leader. If it becomes more tradition, whoever is in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power of their predecessors. Working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the Coven from any evil. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan. But if you manage to pull it off, you will become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You'll be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do? I want to scatter them. Maybe we should scatter Idona's remains? I mean, power for the sake of power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend and become witches is a more human thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potentially double our size will definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares, there's a lot of also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering Idona's remains will earn us sympathy of the novices and discomfort from the elders, and vice versa. What do you want to do? I want to still scatter them. Let's go with scattering. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole. Do we have to... This program is unique enough. I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the path of our arrivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? I'm happy with it. Let's move on. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You are going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm gonna need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we are going to need a slogan. I suck at thinking slogans, but let's do it. Slogan, finally something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind that haughty pose, huh? You bet. What would you like to use as a slogan? Make our... No! Don't give that as the first option! Oh my god! Make our coven great again. Take fate in tight hands, stronger together, a real sisterhood, a very happy coven. These suck! These suck so much! Stronger together, I feel is... I like the real sisterhood, but also it feels a bit... No. Sisterhood doesn't have covens. Sisterhood has fighting with fists and screaming. So, stronger together. Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know, it's what any coven should aspire to, isn't it? That's why we are a coven to begin with. Yes, simple is good. A slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of better future. Strong and together are both quite desirable terms. Good choice. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start the campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need ultimate most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside of the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces, like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here, to do all the nasty marketing you are too self-conscious to do. I just want this all to be over. A few weeks, couple of months at max, and this will be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile, I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards are a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Not really. You really are talented. Let's squeeze your artistic choices. Don't squeeze me. Oh, that's cool! These pieces you are giving me are not cool, but... Oh, I can't even change the color. Oh, I cannot change the color, but... I'm dumb. I wish I could Can I flip myself? I can flip myself, so that's something. Where did this come from? Well, have I always had that thing on my forehead and I just have never seen it? I am not a fan of these things you are giving to me. And I am not a fan how much I drown in it. You could make like the sparkliest freaking thingy, like, let's become anime. Let's become as anime with this as we can. No. This is giving me the hardest time of all of these card illustrations. This feels so uninspired. Patricia, the tools you are giving me are not... Well, maybe it's more of a fortune problem. Why this stop? And maybe hide a bit more like this. But it's better. Do I write it down? I wish I had these cards as my item. This is so difficult. This is the most difficult card I have ever had to do in this game. Then again, I don't think it actually matters what I do in this card. I doubt this game is actually really touching me for my artistic liberties and whatnot, but the hearts just feel like too much. Can I actually... I wish I could restart this easily, goddammit. Oh yeah, I can just... What if instead... I want it to be sparkly. Because Fortuna is clearly a sparkly girl and it's not for me, it's totally because of Fortuna. Then make some kind of cool could be love or death because the gods something and I don't know, thunder. No, that doesn't look good. Maybe thunder down here. Maybe just thunder in here. I don't like it. No, thunder goes away. More sparkles. What it needs is more sparkles. Don't laugh at my beautiful artistry. Because the gods. Because Thor said that you should elect me as your leader. Something, I don't know, thunder! Obviously. Is that not how you do your decisions? God, going this down is so difficult. And then we raise from the darkness because we are so cool. Ugh. Should I use this thingies? Don't like that these are so close to her cloth colors. Makes them very hard to put in. Pretty much. E? This looks like a Pokemon card, honestly. Sure. Beautiful. What do you think? Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political post. Are you mocking me? Why is your figure so tiny though? It's not! You ought to be more confident. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. Are you mocking me? If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Haha, shut up. Great, we are ready to win this race. Fine, finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck? Now, to avoid unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? That would be cheating, yes. Is it really? I'm sure the authors are going to be using all of the skills to get ahead. You just happen to be overpowered, but that's life. I don't know. It doesn't come without these risks, though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's not going back. We could assure our victory, but we could also doom us and make all of the efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove any anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I want to, but what if it's bad? I'm gonna do it. Alright, game on. Let's draw a card. Yes, I can't get enough of your divination. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope this thrill pays off. This reading's going to be nerve-wracking. More than reading into your sister's death. Yes. Ouch. Reading the dead end was more like morbid curiosity, whereas this card is about to seal the outcome of many weeks of effort. You're right. I'm nervous too. It is. Oh my... We got the wheel! Thank you! Thank you for the rage, I am. Thank you. Welcome in. You got us the most perfect card!
Musta tuntuu, että mä kusentan, jos mä en väistä. Meikö sä ohi hyvä? Mä en yhtään yrittänyt ykkösen johtaa ja houkutella Joonaa, en! Se puri mua omaan nilkkaan, vittu mikä pommisnaippi. Voi vitu Joona, haista paska.
Yes, that clip. My clip thingy likes to pick like the very old clips for whatever reason. But hi, welcome in everybody. I am Villava. I'm a sheep though. I can even stand up on this model so you can see. Yay, I have legs. And yeah, if you enjoy high energy streamers who scream, yell, get angry and break a keyboard, I'm not your streamer. But if you enjoy more calm vibes and laughing at your own mistakes, I could be a streamer. Welcome in everybody. And we are doing politics right now. This is Wheel of Sisterhood. We are like over halfway through, I would say, I guess. I don't know. I have never played this before. We are a divination witch that got sentenced to exile. And in the exile, we summoned a demon. Thank you for the follow, Ron. Thank you, Ron. And I am having trouble speaking today. And we summoned a behemoth. We made a new divination deck. Turns out we actually decide fate instead of looking into the fate. And that put some kicks in the wheels, so to say. And now we are trying to become the leader of our coven. And we can now decide what happens to the politics. We will win, however it will cost me my friendship with Dahlia and Jasmine, and I'll regret it until I die. Jasmine will win. Her mandate will be so fair that our coven will become almost institution, getting to mediate over all the coven's issues. We will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout many magical communities. We will win. Our coven will stop being the most powerful, but its members will be extraordinarily happy. Dahlia will win. Her mandate will lead to an unprecedented peace that will extend beyond the coven. Ooh. Good try. You can say it either in Finnish accent or in English accent, or just completely wrong. Everyone says it differently. I think I tried to say Ron Junction, but my brain just went like, no. I wouldn't mind not being the most powerful, but since we have the option, our coven will stop being the. No, it was this one. We will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied through many magical communities. Streamlate is so good that you can't tell what is later and what is the key. Yay! Thank you. You will see once we actually move out of this screen, but the game is very still in a sense. So we will win. This really does feel. Oh well. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied. Jackpot. It feels so weird to write my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? We just wait, arms crossed, and have leadership of the coven handed to us. Now you have fun. You can enjoy the campaign, knowing that no matter what you say or do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. Since we know the outcome already, now it's all about the theatrics. I guess so. The feeling is similar to when I got to know my own end. It removes a lot of pressure from the very act of existing. You just play your part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? I regret it. I'd rather have the uncertainty. Uncertainty just gives room for the illusion of control. We are at the mercy of chaos, really, written or not. Well, but since reality is an illusion, I'd rather have the feeling of control over any certainty. Quite the cumbersome philosophy for being a fortune teller. I'm like the doctor who smokes, I guess. Maybe. I think I need to rest for a bit now. Gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. Then I come back, our next mission will be form a team and start actually doing things. Okay, I'll be here. Pandemonium. This place is cozy. Please, wait here. You and I will be here in a minute. What is this? Am I dead? No, you don't worry. You're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more. Oh. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Eugenia is an exceptional witch. Couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I did too much. But everything's going to be alright. I must go, just get comfortable. But, bye. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? This is in the past, by the way. This is when we became a witch. Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Fine. Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. And how did this much sand get under my swimsuit? But I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Ivan and Patrice managed to get back home okay. Where? This place makes me want to read Tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too. Why that? I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling... This isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go back home. Yuani, I love you! I need to figure out a voice for you. I love you already. Whoa. Relax. I'm here to look after you. It's a deer folk. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Their collective subconscious is too cynical. The society rejects magic with strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Very observant. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you're a human witch, by the way. This is really happening? Yes, congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Hi, Abby. Must you leer on the window like that? I guess he is big. I guess it makes sense, but it's just... Okay, everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We are merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. First of all, thank you so much for your help, Crother. Sure, happy to assist. I'm sorry for interrogation earlier, but never in her mortal or witch life have I known fortune to fall for anyone. Me neither! And why did it happen? I wanted Abby! I needed to check what your deal was. No problem. Did I pass? You both seem equally self-absorbed, so I guess you won't clash much. Hey, what does that mean? Just teasing. Enjoy yourselves. Now, the most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yes, what do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being, older than time, who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Huh, no need for that. What's nice of his grantor herself at this point? She already wrote that we'll win the elections. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force. Oh, I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? Abby, I'm sorry I betrayed you. I really wanted Abby. I'm sad. I need to do, after this game ends, I need to do a speedrun where, like, I don't really stop to read, like, all the things we have seen before, and I will just do my best to lust for Abby and see can I get in a relationship with Abby. It must be possible. I'm sorry. Come on, I was just teasing you. Don't beat yourself up. Try to enjoy your mightiness. Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops. Sir. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it, if you don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surprise your expectations. It's so hard to switch in between Abramas and Abby's voice. Abramas and Patricia's voice. They have like a same... They are not the same, but they have they have same vocal range. Happy to surprise your expectations, oh dominant sister. Squeak Scream or you of clowns, did you find this one in Fortuna? Let's check the vibe of the Coven first. Programs have already been made public, but witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of Coven with this Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us real-time readings on our community desires and expectations. They have similar vocal notes. Well, they are both tops. They are both very dominant. Hence, we can feel that the current vote intention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategy as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies and will be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some I read meme runes. Men's runes to filter vote intention by demographic. Night. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You not only need the votes, but you also plan on becoming the leader, so you better take the responsibility and do some studying. You're leaving your peeps here, you gotta run for snacks to a nearby store before it closes. Have a nice rest of the stream. No problem at all. Thank you for raiding. And good job shopping. Since I know you're not a people person, I wrote a quick guide for you. Luckily for you, your sister is one of the Cohen's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it in your library, so for when you have time to go and do some studying. Thank you so much. I gotcha. Now about how we are going to operate. Fortunately, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being excited and all, but we will act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want to do, and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind, these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood? But wait, what do I do while you are all out? Do your homework, do some studying, make some cards, or check off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! Wow, it works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some of prospective allies or even rivals here in the office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? No, madam. I'm ready to support Fortuna till the finish line. Good. Let's conquer. Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course. It was figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Love the support of my friends. While I was charting Dark Matter Cloud for the Coven, I met with the corpse of a witch that was clutching an object of power. Since they lost their will, they didn't even mind letting me have it. Yeah. Sympathy Stone. It's a special object of power that will amplify the efforts of whoever trying to help you. Oh wow, thank you, Patrice. Set up Rose, and with some freshly brewed sage infusion, and write down the names of your allies on it. I'll do it immediately. I love it, thank you. I got you. So basically, the charm will render the task you assign us more effective. Got it? Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have tasks and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. Alright, tasks. Holy shit. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities, dig up dirt on open houses. Never mind. Okay, so that's just the orders. Dahlia, how does Tasmin have so many novices? Producers, that's understandable. Warriors, very understandable. So, sort of understandable. Yep. Oracles. Well, yeah, because unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just that. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities, challenge and openness, program promote or program dig up dirt, harvest energy. What can you do? I'd like you to look for allies, challenge opponents, program promote, dig up dirt, harvest energy. Gretz is very good at philosophy. He is very philosophical. So, I think... But he is half behemoth, and I don't think that will fly well. Challenge and opponents program. I think he would be good at challenging. Whose programs would we challenge? I feel Dahlia is like really... Jasmine. Me? Specifically, let's go after this point of Jasmine. This. Very well, I'll give them something to think about. You? are very good at socializing. Look for allies and opportunities. Nice. I have some ideas in mind already. See you in a few cycles. And you... I like that he has more living than maybe harvest energy. I'm not sure what that does. I wanna see. Your wish is my command. I'll get you some fresh energy. Wait. Hello? Oh, is this Compressor? Each Fortuna, I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our government is about to experience. Kind regards, Compressor. Oh, that's adorable. I love that she is more of a tree than a person. Hello, I am Compressor. Nice to meet you. Welcome, I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all the way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Idana cast me over me. I'm well aware. Idana often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? For my own judgment. I promise I have the best intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants, we are more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Idana's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must have you and your team to retire from the race. Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern man, a cosmic govern. That's what made Idana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods, and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment, cloud your judgment. Flaws. Without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? Okay, you're a psychopath. She's not a psychopath, she's just extremely old. And a tree. Yeah, without feelings, how can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind, precisely because of this lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most features are too fauna or eccentric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my analogy is that of a growth and community. I lack individuality once as part of a forest. We plants grow, expand and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. You do though? You eat the carcasses of living things. That's called cycle of life or something? I was about to say like freaking nitrate cycle, but that's in aquariums. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourer of worlds and we plants are the healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What is the most important quality in the leader? Intelligence, selflessness, empathy, charisma, integrity. I personally feel it's empathy. I feel, yeah, empathy. A very useful trait to understand the fear and needs of your community. Probably the trait in which I am most lacking. But empathy is a double-edged sword. Historically, empathetic leaders often crash and burn, overwhelmed by the contradicting angst of their people. A characteristic that can quickly turn to weakness. Maybe, but selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they are what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existences. A leader deprived of all of that is just an automata. You're right, but I still want to lead. Are you implying that humans should never lead? I mean, I agree with her. Selflessness was another thing I was thinking of. But yeah, leader deprived of all of that is just automata, because also, okay, yeah, selfishness not good for leader. But if you cannot feel anything and you do decisions only based on numbers, that's how you become Finland's social security system. And let me tell you, not a fun system. It's better than some countries, but that does not make it good. Leader deprived of all of that is just an automaton. And what's the problem with that? A leader needs a drive, a vision. They need to take risks. And gamble with the future of the whole community. Yes, you put your trust in leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administration. And what's wrong with having a fair administration? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see. So that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yeah. Thank you. You help me understand our coven better. Listen, Compressor. Would you like me to read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course, my priority is to help the coven. Very well. Let's see what fortune has in store for me. Don't ask how you're going to win. What is it that you wish to ask the gods? There is only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Idona's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Idona's has been my most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please, don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I will focus on your honest will. Think about Idona while I shuffle my deck. He walked the road alone for everyone to see. The 3 or 4 are devoted enforcers of law and truth. The jealousy of Paladin is harsh counselor. The light of the blue flames bring forth trouble. The Coven will idolize Idona and her sacrifice. Most will follow her philosophy even if it's not the official rule anymore. You will steal one of Idona's masks and drop out of the grace. You will leave the Coven and start cult to follow the Mask of Whispers. The Coven will respect Idona's contributions, but as time passes it will inevitably progress towards the new ideas. Yes, many witches will follow Idona's philosophy even if it's not the official rule anymore. However, you will pay a high price to keep her legacy alive. I don't like the sound of that. I think I like this one. Idona clearly had some goods in her. And good side. And she seems nice. She's just a tree! She thinks like a tree! She can't help it! And I can't help to think like a human. So I think it's nice that Idona is respected. She clearly did a lot of good for the Coven. But yeah, in time, it's inevitable progress towards new ideas. I knew this endeavor was meaningless from the moment I set out to do it. It doesn't matter how hard we try, nothing lasts forever. I know. I guess that raising respect for Idona's legacy is still a worthy objective. I'll try to keep it alive for as long as I can. I am not forever either, after all. I hope my cards have helped you in some way. Yes. They opened my eyes to the obvious truth. That's the most valuable gift to an oracle can offer. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Bye. Oh. I kinda thought you would automatically talk to me. We are really lacking in water and fire, holy heck. What is it? I found someone that could help us for tonight. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Woon, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Like you and Idana, she's one of the Oracle Witches in the Coven. She's able to read into entropy in any system, no matter whether it's machine or community. A building, an astral body, or even an idea. Basically, Woon can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Maybe she can help us find the weak spot in our opponent's strategies. Okay. I'd like you to promote our Pokemon. I think warriors were like really high up. But explorers, I feel, are more likely to come to our. I'm thinking no reasonable. I think explorers. I need to check them again. But warriors are like 100% on her side because it makes sense. Dahlia is the warrior one. She has the daggers and everything. How is the Rim Aquarium doing? It's stable now. They had a huge problem and a lot of them I unfortunately lost. But it's stable now. There's still like, I think, should I say 8 yellow shrimp in the aquarium next to me? And I have 5 blue shrimps. This summer I plan to buy more of them. I don't know, can I change the mind of the warriors? And there is only 11 of them. Let's see, on the side of where do we have the least? Yeah, explorers. Can you change the mind of explorers for me? They are pretty sensitive to stuff, aren't they? Kinda, yeah. And my problem was I took stones from the nature and turns out you can't pick just any stone. And they were leaking a lot of minerals into the water, which raised the mineral hardness without me realizing it. And yeah. So I had to build up my aquariums from the beginning again. Explorers. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. What do these represent? I do not know. The next time we see a saving circle, a little, I don't think, can you guys see it because it's behind my butt, but it appears somewhere here. Read Patrice's demographic analysis. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographics novices. The freshly ascended witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Do bear in mind how time works in this immortal society. Some novices find their places in the first few years, but some others may take decades. You don't need an approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of producers, academics, or explorers. On the other hand, warriors require a test first, and to become an oracle, as you are well aware, another oracle needs to dream about you. Oh, that's kinda cute. You keep an eye on that path, as you should. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiate that increases their rights and opportunities. Oh, okay. Academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They are one of the most, if not most, prestigious demographics since they are constantly furthering our craft and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old to be wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count on them as the biggest elder representation in this race. In fact, Kuprasa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage on this front. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet, control, respect, protocol. They are pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. Ugh, so much reading. Producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos. Be it gardening, mining, saving, or distilling dark matter, you name it, they pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd all lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange they reap the latest techniques for furthering and exploiting of this universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand with this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked. To cater to them, increase their quality of life and relevance. How can I even do that? The hat colors and the outfit colors do make you think for Amegunata Jussi Fortuna better. You know what? You're so right! That's a random tentacle hat spotted in Villa's stream. Ah, because you were talking about Fortuna's hat, I was confused for a second. Demographic warriors. Hunters, guardians, soldiers, specialize in all kinds of combat and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from demons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It's the hardest group to belong to, as it's very demanding occupation. We barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them, and I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Yeah, figured so. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptionally happened, they are going to be on Dahlia's side. What to do? Fortuna style goals. See, kinda easier. I did like the Japamancer more. Demographic explorers. These witches continuously chart this cosmos. Explorers scout new locations, discover new sources of energy and materials, and keep us informed in the latest events around every galaxy. They are usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. Strategy guide. They are pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us. Although the same goes for the other parties too. Okay. Oracles. I shouldn't have to tell you about the oracles since they are your lot. They also happen to be the most reclusive of all witches, so you're not really a community per se. Oracles are the least abundant faction in our coven, since one can't choose to be an oracle. The only way in is for the cosmos to choose for you to become one. Oracles with their premonitions and hunches usually play a supportive role, counseling any witch who is at crossroads. In reality, what you are is the Sisterhood's therapist. You know what that's about. Strategy guide. This demographic is unpredictable. I don't know if it's worth investigating time into catering to oracles. Although if you do, I bet you could sway them easily just out of sympathy. Fair. Okay, let's do a card then. It's working perfectly, don't worry about it. No. Create. Okay. It's fine now. It's fine now. Nothing is wrong. Don't worry about it. I wanna do something with this. Yeah, my idea didn't work. Pick this, why not? The best merchants of the galaxy, they couldn't figure out how to travel through space, so they tore away a piece from their homeland skies and took it with them. A blue nebula full of flying ships that source of the Milky Way. Oh, cute. I kinda wanna add the mouse to it. And then 10. Maybe the birdies? Been having a lot of. Maybe the water, because we lack a lot of water in anything. A mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so we just use it to find out if they are fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Fair enough. Oh, that is pretty. A lot prettier than I thought. Yeah, I think I will keep it like that. I don't like the flag. I think I like the Nemo. And then it's like rejecting the evils of the cosmos or something. You know how it is. I'm gonna just slap it there. No. Here. Go. No. Go away. And then it's gonna be full of roses. Because the roses is the only good thing this mouse brings besides itself. My repertoire. Oh. No. Do not know. I wish I could go higher, but unfortunately I cannot. Villa says no white flags, no surrender. Correct. What if I fill this whole border with roses? Because who it can stop me from doing so? Or maybe like the scary faces are driving away the roses, and that's why we have to repel them away so that we can keep our rosy ways. Yes, this makes obvious. And then I can spread the roses a bit further here. And fill this space. I don't know what to do with else wise. Put the roses into these thingies, like they are carrying them or something. They are the rose leaders or something. I wish the scaling of these things was easier. There we go. The mouse is kind of blending in, but maybe it's fine. Oh, I saw it saving. The merchant caravan spreads conversation, and grand display of leadership. The cloud speaks of courage. The mirror dispels what isn't true. And that is the arbiter, I think. But I think that is enough of Cosmic Wheel for me. My voice is getting a bit hoarse. It's getting hoarse. If I'm not careful, I will start neighing.